All right, guys, welcome to Tuesday Night Sparks. We were off last week for SFR and we had a blast. Tiffany and I were down at the beach with some of our fellow teamies and learning all the things, doing all the things, making all the plans, conquering all the things, and just getting ready for the new season transition. So yesterday, we got back Sunday. So yesterday, when we were talking about Tuesday Night Sparks, we kind of just wanted to, since this was the last week of the spring summer catalog season, the week after the Cincy family reunion and all the things, we just kind of wanted to be like, have like a Ask Michelle and Tiffany kind of thing. Also kind of share with you some of our nuggets that we got from Cincy family reunion and some things that we're going to be doing to earn this incentive coming up. We asked you on our post earlier to drop some questions that you wanted answered. So Nikki has one for our question of the night that she dropped in the comments. So we're going to go ahead and answer that question. Her question is it possible for my star director and director to be the same person? And yes, it is possible. Chloe Cox is my sponsor, my director, and my superstar director. So she's all of the above. So her name is in all three of those slots. It is possible for that. Your sponsor could actually be the one that's in all of those spots that you see. So yes, it is definitely possible to become your director and then your star director also on the workstation. Tiffany, you want to say anything about that? Kim is yours. Now her name should appear on your on your workstation. If you go in your workstation, I don't know if you saw that or not, but down at the bottom, it'll say, let me see if I can get this to view. It'll say who it is. So mine says Chloe for all of mine down there at the bottom. So it'll show you who your sponsor is, who your director is, who your star director is. And because mine says NA for star director, that just means that there's not a person in between me and Chloe for my star director. I'm right up underneath her. So I'm a star director under Chloe. So that's why it says NA on that. So it does for both. Yes, that is correct. So she is your director and your star director. Yes. Tiffany, you want to say anything about that or you want to move on? You're muted too. No.
I mean, I don't think that I really need to. You explained it.
Okay. All right. Yep. So everybody sees where it says something like that. So everybody has different things. So, and okay, Nikki, the reason why that did that is if your director goes into director queue, which when you become a director, if you do not maintain your TWV and your GWV after 3 months, you go into what's called director queue. And the director queue is you have 3 months after that, after you hit the queue, to get your numbers back up for title. If you don't do that, then you go back down to an SSC, a superstar consultant. So that would be the one title that you can go back down to whenever you actually promote to director if you don't maintain your numbers. All right. Any other questions before we get to the questions that you guys posted? All right.
Eva, are you certified?
I don't know. It shows that my PRV is 750 something, And that's all that I can see.
You are not certified. Then what you're gonna do, when you hit certified, that number will start at 0 every single month. But you need to go into your workstation, and then you're going to go to your reporting tab, which is the third item down. You see that one?
You said I can't do it while I'm on here.
I'll do a screenshot and then I'll send it to you, okay?
Okay, but you said reporting tab, right?
So for anybody else that has this question, if you're not certified, your dashboard will do your cumulative PRV. So to see how much PRV you have for that specific month, you're gonna log into your workstation, you're gonna go to reporting, and then you're gonna go to view my performance and scroll down and it'll have all your monthly stats for that month.
Okay. Okay, that's where I was getting confused. And I was looking for it because I've had 2 website orders. So, and that's why I messaged you about that the other day, because I was like, I can't find it. I can't tell.
No, it's
So-
better to ask and know because you want to get active.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
speaking of website orders, Eva brought up a good topic. In order for somebody to search you on Cincy.com, you need to be a lead consultant paid at title. Okay, if you're not a lead consultant paid at title, then someone cannot find you on Cincy.com. So that's something that you, if somebody is just doing a search and they're trying to find somebody and look for somebody to order from them, lead and above are the ones that show up in the Cincy.com. So there's some extra incentive to promoting and keeping your title to at least a lead consultant. That's where those fun PWS orders come in that you really don't know and you get new customers from. That's where that happens, when they just do a random search and then your name can come up. But that is something that Cincy has done for a while now. So if you're wondering why, that would be why. You have to be a lead consultant paid at title to be found on this regular generic Cincy.com website. Okay, so Nikki had asked a question in Scented Shell. She was asking about doing fundraisers. And Tiffany and I both have active fundraisers that we do every year. Mine is kind of like an ongoing, although Lenny the Lamb is not in the catalog right now. My fundraiser I do is through my church. We have a, and I'll kind of explain that to you. We have a ladies group within our church that has a scholarship program for ladies who are member of the church that want to further their education. It's called the Lisa Kennedy Scholarship Foundation. And I do a Lenny the Lamb only buddy drive. And the reason I do that is because the buddies that are donated go to the Orphans' Hands, which is an orphanage in Moldova and Ukraine that my church sponsors. And the Lenny the Lamb, for me, I know a lot of people just do buddy drives and that's okay, but the Lenny the Lamb for me is, I mean, that's just a part of what the meaning of Lenny the Lamb is for me, is like, you know, when the children hold their lamb, I want them to know about the Lamb of God. So I have done it up until Lenny the Lamb was in the catalog, and I'll do it when he comes back. But that's the way that I do it. And then you take your commission, how much ever commission you want, and you can donate that to the foundation or to the fund that you choose. Now you can't just go out there, I don't think, and do like a random, I'm just going to do a fundraiser and raise some money for somebody. It has to be like a legit fundraiser. Like there has to be tracking to that. And that is through the Direct Sales Association. That's not just Cincy. It has to have some type of tracking and things that, you know, if they were to come up and say, you know, did you donate this, or did you, you know, did you really do this, or donate your, you know, what you said you were going to do, there has to be some type of organization that you have that both of you work with. So for me, people order the Lenny the Lamb, and I take those and take them to my church, and my church ships them to Alabama, which is the home office for the Orphans Hands. The Orphans Hands then takes them and crates them in those big ship containers, sends them to Customs, and then Customs gets them over to Moldova and Ukraine. And then the money that I make for it, I've done this for 3 years, and I think I was able to donate almost $3,000 so far to the Lisa Kennedy Scholarship. I know I've done, it's been over 2,000 that I've donated, I think. So, but that's the kind of fundraiser that I do. I did ask because I watched a training today, and that was one thing that they said was really big, you know, in growing your customer base, which is what I'm trying to do, is see if you can't seek out a fundraiser or something like that. So I did ask on my page today. I don't know if all of you are friends with me, but this was just something simple that you can put out there to kind of get a feel about trying to find one. And this was super easy to say. It just was a post you put out there. It says, if you had $500 to give to a group or an organization, who would it be and why? And then once those people comment and say different things on there, then you message those people. Of course, not other Cincy consultants. I did have one Cincy consultant, but you message those people that are on there and ask them if they would be willing to do a fundraiser. Our friend Anna Watson, you know, she's a director. We've had her on here before. And she messaged Tiffany and I tonight and said that she was doing a fundraiser for the, what's it called? The drill team, or what it was called, the drill team when we were there. What's it called, Tiffany? What she said it was?
It's some band thing.
Yeah, but she was just going to do like the flag girls. You know how they had the flag girls for the marching band and stuff like that? They were just going to do one for the flag girls, but then one of the moms came back and said, we're just going to do it for the whole band and raise money for the whole band. So that went from like probably 15 to 20 girls raising money to a 100-member band team that's going to be doing that. So that's going to be an awesome fundraiser for her. I'm super excited for her. But it was all from that post. Because she messaged me this morning. She was like, LOL, we're watching the same thing, because she posted that same she posted that same question at the same time that I did. So it was all from that post, and it was super easy to do. But that's how I'm going to try to venture out and see if I can't get some more fundraiser information. And I know Wendy Heath Newgas is like the queen of fundraising. You can go on YouTube, you can search Wendy Heath Newgas and fundraising, and she has got a crowd of YouTube videos. She's already uploaded fall, winter 2021 fundraising training videos. So that's already out there. I'll share it on the page in just a few minutes, but I'm going to let Tiffany tell you a little bit about her fundraiser that she does.
Okay, so I do a big one in November, and it's a buddy drive. We do it for the Ronald McDonald House. I know a lot of you guys kind of know like a little bit about this, but if you're new, you will have the chance to go in and do that with us. So basically what it is it goes from November 1st to November 30th. And you do a buddy drive. So we make a party link, and well, not we, you will make a party link. All the orders that people will want to donate and do the buddy drive, they'll do that one party link. So I keep it very easy. That's how I track how much I'm gonna put in. And then they're gonna ship the buddies to, we did one address. I'm not sure where it'll ship to this year. We haven't gotten to all those details. And then you have the chance to do a commission off of it. So I give the full 25 if my PRV is under 2,000, And then if my PRV is above 2,000, I give 30%. So you would just take what that party's total, like the subtotal is, and then times it by 0.25 or 0.30 or how much you want to give off of it. And that's how much you will donate. Sorry, I'm like so ADD right now. It's been a day, but so you will do that, and then you'll just Venmo it to the person that we have designated to do that. I love the Ronald McDonald House. I have been doing that buddy drive. It wasn't to the level that it was at last year, but I've been doing it since Eli was in the NICU, which is 2018. So it's crazy to think. But the Ronald McDonald House is super close to my heart because of Eli and because of Tegan. And then I've done ones for adoption. So a girl and a guy. We're adopting, and we did an adoption fundraiser for those. I did the same kind of layout, except for it wasn't buddy drive. I just did a link, and all their customers or their friends and family, whoever, ordered from that one party link. And then at the end of the month, when I got paid, I times the commission. I was over 2K that month, so I did times 30. And then that's how much I paid her for that. But I do always do party links, and I have them all put it in under one link, because like Michelle said, you need to be able to track what you're giving in case somebody comes back, like compliance or somebody. My ring is just making me very ADD today. You just need a way to track it. So that's always my way to track it, is through the party link. And it's really easy because at the end of the month, I can just go in, I'll know how much to donate the next month off of what they made on that party. And then they get free credit too. And the buddy drives that I do, that free and half off credit, I just use to get more buddies. So I love fundraisers. If you have not done one, definitely do the post that Michelle said to do. I kind of already know where my people's hearts are. So we do the Ronald McDonald House a lot, and that's pretty much the only one that I do. But I have stuck to that one, and I've been quite known for it now. And so that makes me feel really good. It's just became like part of like me giving to the Ronald McDonald House. And a lot of my customers know me by that too. So definitely get involved. And I will say, when it comes to fundraising, don't just donate. I just muted myself, sorry. Don't just donate money. You need to be participating in it. So ours here in Greenville needed hats. So I had a friend, and she's making hats, and she just shipped them to me, and I'm going to donate. I also, the one in West Virginia that we personally stayed at, they always have meals open. So Travis and I do meals for them once a month. So you need to make sure whichever calls or whatever you decide to do, that you're a present face in it. Because then it's just going to be easier to sell your point when it comes to like doing that fundraiser, if that makes sense. Don't just show up to get the orders, show up to actually like be a person that wants to help that organization.
And then you will become the person that they relate to whenever they think about raising money. And a lot of these organizations every year need to do fundraisers. They are like, sponsored by people in order to make the budget that they need to have each year. So it's really important that you run the fundraiser very business-like, that you run the fundraiser with love and compassion, that you're sharing, that you're working it, that you're, doing all you can for these people, because, in the long run, it's a great way to get more customers, but it's also a way that you brand your business, kind of, sort of. It's like Tiffany's known for the Ronald McDonald House. I'm known for the Orphan's Hands and, the Lenny the Lamb. And it's just a way that you can get your name out there. And those customers that purchase from the fundraising thing, a lot of those people have become my actual Scentsy customers, and some are my team members. So it can evolve into a lot of different, blessings for your team and stuff like that, and for your business. if you run it, you know, like you would if it was a passion of yours. You've got to be passionate about it, and it's got to be something that, you know, drives deep in your heart, you know, to make sure that this is something that you want to do.
Yeah. What she said for sure, because the girl that does the Ronald McDonald House, they now order for me. So don't just, and the Ronald McDonald House that we did here in Greenville, there was the whole Anchored Sense group. And because I was such a like present face and I continue to show up after the fact, then and I show up, I never talk Scentsy with them either. I don't talk Scentsy with, I will wear my like anchored, like my Scentsy stuff, but I don't talk Scentsy because they're not a sale to me. So they did order for me. They order for me now, and one of them are actually in my VIP group and about to do a party. So never discount who you're going to come in contact that will share and like change everything for you. And they don't change everything, but they're now VIPs that like do order for me a lot.
Yeah. So if you can find a fundraiser, if you can find one locally, that's really good. There's a lot of different ways to do that, but you have to talk to the organization itself and get something drawn up so that's it is a legit fundraiser. And then once you start that, that's like your first annual fundraiser, or, you know, your first, you know, 5 yearly or whatever, you know, fundraiser. If they want to do 2 a year, that's even fine for each catalog. So that is just something, you know, that you want to make sure that you're doing correctly whenever you do that. So next thing we want to talk about is SFR. So I hope all of you registered. I don't know if you all did or not, but it was probably, it was a very, very, very good SFR as far as the breakout sessions. And for those of you that don't know what the breakout sessions are, those are like little mini trainings that you can get. And it was crazy because when Tiffany and I and some of the other girls were sitting at the table, we just sat at the dining table and we did a lot of work and stuff like that. I said, it's really crazy to think about this, but when I went to my last in-person SFR, which was before COVID and everything happened, I had less than 50 people on my team. I have 442, I think, on my team now. And that means that about 400 of you have only known virtual Scentsy. You know, so there that really just kind of like opened my eyes whenever we were talking about it and things, our takeaways and stuff. 400 of you have only experienced virtual Scentsy. You've never been to a world tour. You've never been to a Scentsy family reunion. And I mean, it's crazy to think that, but you get so much from an in-person Scentsy event than anything I can ever tell you about. And I'll be the first to say, I joined in 2015 and I didn't go to my first one until 2018. And my sponsor at the time, it wasn't Chloe, my sponsor at the time tried to get me to go to Nashville. And I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. And then the next year it was in, I think, St. Louis. And I was like, no, I don't think I can do that. It's just a lot. I don't think I can afford that or whatever. And then the next year when they announced it and they said it was going to be in Disneyland in California, I was like, oh, I'm doing that. I am going to that. I put a picture of the roller coaster with the Mickey Mouse head on it with the Ferris wheel right there. I put a picture of that on my desktop for a solid year, y'all. And when I posted on our team page, plan now. We know in June of next year, the exact dates to be exact, starting on June the 19th of 2022 in Salt Lake City, Utah. You start planning now, okay? That's one of the reasons why I said we've already booked our room. You don't have to pay for it. You don't put anything down. If you have a debit card or a credit card, it will not charge you. You book your room now. You pay for it the day you get there. So that gives you a year to save up out of your Cincy paychecks for this. You pay for it when you get there. And if something does happen and for some unforeseen reason you can't go, you can cancel that hotel room the night before you're supposed to arrive there. So that still gives you a year to plan and a year to get everything done and to make sure that you're there. But it's definitely a choice. Okay. I know a lot of people are like, well, I can't go for a week. That's just me. I mean, last year Tiffany didn't get to go for a week. That's just the week that I take to concentrate on my business. I don't take my family doesn't go with me or anything. I literally sit down and I work my business and I look and see where I am, where I have been. I do the breakout sessions. If we're in person, I go to the general sessions. If we're not, I go to the actual little training cubbies and listen to those people. And I work my business hard for a week because I work full time. Okay. I have a full-time job. I work full-time and I do Cincy full-time also. So it's a hard balance, but it's also something that I can see that I want my Cincy business to be my full-time job. So I'm going to make those sacrifices. It's going to take a lot for me. Yes, I took 40 hours of my paid time off and went to the beach, to do this past week. But that was a choice that I made because I knew that I wanted to invest in my Cincy business to grow my Cincy business. So if you have, and we spent, how much money did we spend on groceries for the whole week, Tiffany? Each person? I can't hear you.
35.
$35 for a whole week. That was it. When we went to California, we spent $9 in California on groceries for the whole week. So I,
In Cali?
huh?
Only 9 in Cali?
Yeah, well, we went out to eat one time, but we went to the grocery store in California and it was like $9 between all of us. We got like peanut butter and jelly and little Debbie cakes and stuff that we could have. And that's what we ate for a week. So we make it happen, but it's the decision to try and plan now. It's like I said, you can literally cancel everything up until the day you leave. All right. You don't have to book a plane ticket now if you don't want to. Book it whenever our paychecks are going to be hopping in the middle of the fall and in the winter time, book it then whenever you're going to have a really good month. And then once you do that, guess what? The level 1 of the current incentive that they're dropping on Sunday is SFR registration with no sponsoring. So it's strictly your PRV. So if you get your PRV to where it needs to be, even if you do not sponsor one person and have any sponsoring points, you'll be able to go to SFR. You'll earn that level 1 for the incentive and they'll pay for your SFR registration. And I'm going to put it out here now. SFR registration in person typically is about $300. And the reason it is so much is because they give us so much. It is
You get so much
unreal.
stuff.
Every general session you have, they give you free products. So it's literally like an Oprah thing where like, you get a Mickey Mouse, you get a Mickey Mouse, you get a full set of testers, they give you so much stuff. It's crazy.
And it's not stuff that's in the current season or like the season before. It'll be like brand new stuff that is releasing.
It'll be like brand new stuff that's not releasing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. I hope all of you go. I hope you try super hard to earn level 1 of this current incentive, even if you don't sponsor anybody. That is SFR registration, and it's totally dependent on you and your PRV for getting your PRV. If that's something you want to do, make a plan now, right now. We're going to probably do a Tuesday night Sparks on making an incentive plan probably next week once we get all of our minds straightened around all these numbers and stuff.
Once I get mine done.
I know, I got mine here.
Mine's number 45. It's horrible.
So once we figure it out, we will definitely let you guys know. But that's something that you can totally do by earning the incentive to be able to go to an SFR retreat.
And make it like, even if you guys think like you're looking at these incentive points, and this is kind of, I know, a little off topic, but you're looking at the incentive points and you're like 45,000, that's a lot. To earn registration, it's only 18,000 points, y'all. You can do that. That is easy. You can do 18,000. A lot of you guys with the summer incentive would have had that much calculated with like between PRV and sponsoring that you guys got. So really sit down and like, we'll do a post and we'll help you guys like, or a Spark, and we'll help you guys plan it out individually. But like sit down and really think like, heck yeah, like if I don't want to do the 45,000 for 2 for free, I can do 1 for free and it's only 25. That's really doable too. So just kind of sit down, like the 18,000 is a lot, and that would do so much for your business, and you would have so much fun because you're going to be around all of us. Michelle and I are definitely going. So you're going to know somebody there, and we'll like make our team, like you guys will do hangouts. We can go to the pool. We can go to dinner. Like we can do whatever you guys want to do. We can do breakouts together, general sessions. We will sit together, general session too. You guys won't sit with random people. You'll sit with us. So, I mean, it's for 18,000 points, like you can totally do this, and we can totally set up a plan. And if you don't want to pay the 300, and you'll literally have the time of your life. Once you go to one, you're never going to want to miss another one.
No. And that's one of the reasons why, even though they were virtual, I chose to go away and do it somewhere because, like I said, I totally plug into my business for the whole week, like literally the whole week. So it's definitely something. Nikki, I don't fly. Where do you live, Nikki? Are you a Vermont? If you're a Vermont, you need to get a Vermont bus. Yep, there you go. All right, Nikki, we got a year to get. Y'all, we have over 100 consultants on my team alone from Vermont. I'm feeling like a Greyhound bus ride to Utah. All right, so try to make plans for it. If it's something that you do not fly, a lot of people do not fly. It's okay. And I know, Nikki, I'm so excited that Vermont is not that big, but we have the monopoly on Vermont. I just want y'all to know that we got some awesome people. And I watched one of, I don't remember who she is, but I was watching one of the breakout sessions and she was from Vermont, and I was like, she was a superstar director, and I was like, what? So I was really excited about that. But if you, we'll work more on that to see how many people, we can get to go and stuff. So I really feel like that it's something definitely worth planning to do, and it will definitely change your business. My business catapulted, since 2018, whenever I went to my first one and I met Tiffany. So there's things that definitely can be done. Did anybody else have any other questions? Y'all know about the new incentive, okay? That starts August the 1st.
I'm completely new, so I don't know anything.
Okay, all right. So it started August the 1st, and
It hasn't started. It will start August.
It will start. Y'all,
Hold on.
I'm just saying,
Right.
it's been a long 2 days.
Sorry, it already needs to be August. I'm ready for school to go back.
Well, I'm just ready for normal, but
Say it again.
it's been a long.
Michelle, have you dealt with my 19-month-old all day today? He's been up since 5 o'clock going. And I was like, what time is it? Is it bedtime?
I'll say hi to the
And
lady.
this was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was ready to go to bed. He quit taking a nap on me.
No,
So
but I went back to work yesterday, and the lady that was supposed to be covering me all week while I was at the beach was also not at work. So, and I didn't know that. So there's that. So,
Oh, wow.
anyhow, that's how my 2 days have gone, but that's okay. It's okay. We're caught up now, so we're going to be all right. But, so for the new incentive, so it starts August the 1st and it goes through January the 31st. So they give you 6 months to get this incentive. This is what we call our large incentive, our trip incentive. So in the summertime, we have the one that we just finished where it was like products and stuff. but this is the one that is the trip incentive that you can earn. So they announced it at SFR last week, and we got the requirements down pat. And we know what those are going to be. So we're in the planning stage now of seeing how we're going to work our business, what we need to do to earn these, and what level we want to do. So the for Region 1, which is us, I think we're all in the United States. You can choose, I don't know how this is going to work, but you can choose an Alaska cruise, a cruise to Singapore, a cruise around Singapore, and a cruise around Australia. So one of those, if you earn those, you can choose one of those. So when you earn a Cincy incentive trip, that's literally everything, every single thing plus some spending money. So they will give you flights from wherever you are. You have the option to fly from wherever you are, the closest airport to you. Then you stay at the hotel that they put you in. They literally pay for everything. They give you food money, spending money, everything that you can imagine, so that it is a completely earned incentive that you get. That's why they're so amazing. That's why they want us to work so hard for them, because they are giving so much back into us. I know a lot of you probably saw for the Disney trip, I earned the Bermuda cruise 2 years ago, and then I also earned the Disney for 2 this past year. And because of COVID, we were able to get a cash buyout. So for the level 2 that I earned for the Disney trip, I took a $4,600 cash buyout. So that was dropped on my Cincy card, to do with what I wanted to do. I opted to take the cash buyout and take my whole family to the beach for a week. Some people did do the Disney trip and stuff, but it's like a once in a lifetime thing. So that's why they want us to work for that, but they also want our business to be successful. So it's very strategic in the way that they arrange these things, that they do for us in working our business, so that it's not just, oh, I get another trip. It's, wow, look at how much my business has grown because I'm trying to earn this trip. Okay. So there's reasons why they do things like that. And then if you're in the top 75 out of the whole, all the Cincy consultants all over the world, if you're in the top 75, you get a river cruise through
Netherlands.
the Netherlands, over there somewhere, through the Netherlands. So, and that's just for the top 75 for the 2 people. So it's really an amazing thing to earn a Cincy incentive. Don't ever, ever, ever say, I will never earn one of these incentives, because if you say that, you're probably never going to earn one of these incentives. If you say in your mind, like I did with the Disney trip, oh, I'm earning this. I did. I did earn level 1, which was SFR registration, and that's okay. I was cool with that. So I was proud of myself. That was the very first one that I earned, but I made up my mind as soon as they announced it that I was going to work my business and do what I had to get there. So that's what these incentives are for. If you really want to go on that cruise and you feel it deep down in your heart and deep down in your mind and know that you can do it, you'll be there. Ask Crystal. She earned level 3 of this past incentive that we did this summer. That was something that she wanted to do. She earned level 3. So it's whatever you get into your mindset is what you're going to do with each one of these. Does it take work? Absolutely 150%. Does it take organization and consistency? Absolutely 150%. You have to do all of that in order to earn these. You can't just say, I'm going to earn this incentive, and then come the end of December and look at it and say, well, my God, I'm like 20,000 points short. It can be done. Incentives can be earned. So it's just how you make your mind up and the consistency that you work your business. Tiff, what do you got to say?
Just don't count yourself out. Because if you count yourself out, it's never gonna happen. So whatever you decide to do, whichever option you decide to work for one of them. And as long as you plan, you can do this.
Yeah.
Just believe in yourself. That's all I mean, she kind of covered it. We'll go over points and everything on our next call because I feel like that's already been decided that we'll do a plan. But just believe in yourself and start your August strong. You guys, right now, one thing you can go ahead and control for August is your PRV. So go ahead and book the parties now. So next week when we talk, you already know where your PRV is going to come from. You're going to get 2,500 automatic points that are just going to be given to you if you have over 1,000. So your PRV goal for every single month needs to be 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eva stopped and she did the wax section.
I
Love
left
that.
my business card there for you. Yes, Nikki, you kill it. So you're gonna be really good. You just it's all in making a plan, and you have to write it out. Honest and true. I'll show you on my iPad because I have the one that we did last year on my iPad. I think somebody was trying to break into my thing. Let me see, cause no, it was in my planner. So this is the one that I did last year. You can see I wrote people's names, I highlighted their names, I did all of the things. One is projected, so that's the numbers that I need to get. And then the other one is what my actual numbers were. And if you look at the top, it'll tell you like each time I earned the level or whatever till I got over to the end of it and earned the level 2. But you have to make a plan and you have to write it down, and then each month you can go in and like check that off. That's the points that I got. That's the points that I got. And it's going to help you stay more accountable if you do that. I got the new sense, but not the catalog.
Eva, the Rock Hill just got catalogs in because I ordered mine on the 15th and they hadn't shipped either. So I called support and that's what they said. The Rock Hill just got catalogs in. So they should be shipping within the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Okay, because I told the ladies I've got 2 right now, and I told them as soon as I got the catalogs. But I did one of my website orders was mine. I ordered some of the body stuff. I ordered some of the laundry stuff, the cleaner, the counter cleaner, dish soap, the bathroom cleaner, and I'm gonna put all that in there. But I need help with some of this. I told him I wouldn't get him the baskets until like after August 1st because like of my surgery on Friday. To give me a few days to heal up and make sure I don't have to spend any time in the hospital. And thank you everybody for your prayers. My heart stuff came back pretty good. There was one little issue, but it's in normal range. We're not going to worry about it now. So, but I'm just waiting for the catalogs and like the other stuff to come in. So, and I ordered those things that you were showing, the things you put your stuff in, Michelle.
Yeah.
I ordered some of those. And I'm trying to figure out what else to put in it, like in the little things. And they're just doing basket parties. So I kind of need some help with putting it together.
We'll help you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
and
you.
Also, Jessica asked, there's also a flippable catalog that we've shared on our team pages. If you're on Sentence Shells, it's pinned in the announcements. And you can text that, you can email that. It's a link to a flippable catalog, and all it is an electronic catalog that people can pull up and share. And like I sent it to Caitlin earlier today. Right there. It just comes across like this. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. It comes across like this. And all you do is you click on that link. And once you click on that link, it's going to open the catalog. And then you could just flip the pages. So it's like you have a catalog in your hand, but it's electronic. So for those of you that don't have catalogs or you haven't ordered your catalogs yet, go on the team page, pull this up, and you're able to send that to your customers so they can get the catalog. You know, if you don't have the money or whatever, they can still get a copy of the catalog, and it's got all the information in it that you can just send to them. So that is super easy to do. You don't have to wait on your catalogs to come in. You can go ahead and send that link to your customers and use it to get some parties booked. Say, hey, got the new catalog for fall and winter, want to see it, book a party or something like that, you know, and I'll send you an exclusive link to it or something like that, you know, so you can do that on your parties and, you know, get some parties booked. Federal Express has had some issues. Yes, I have seen that. So you can call customer support with Federal Express and they can talk to them, but a lot of people were complaining about them. But honestly, the reason we went with UPS and Federal Express was because UPS put a limit on the amount of packages that Cincy could send out. We had so many last year, so many. I mean, you have to think about, there's about 300,000 consultants now, and we were all only using UPS exclusively. So there was like they couldn't keep up with what we were doing. So that's why Federal Express was brought in. They have had some issues. They're working some of that stuff out. That's another reason why if you're within 50-mile radius of one of our distribution centers, you're able to go and pick up your orders. So if you live near one of our distribution centers within 50 miles, that's going to be an option for you to be able to do that. You can go pick up your own orders. But that's the reason why. But if you have issues with it, you can contact customer support. So how long are we supposed to book parties for? So parties can, typically you want to do them 1 to 2 weeks. But if somebody's party is not doing very well, or they want to extend it to maybe payday or something like that, you can definitely extend it. You just go in and edit your party details and change the end date of the party. But I will tell you, if you have a party open for 90 days, which some people share party links, you need to go in to your host-based party section and put something in there. I don't care if it's a cent circle, I don't care what it is, because every time you change that host credit or host base something and put that in there, that restarts the clock. Okay, and you won't lose your host rewards. If you leave it sitting there for 90 days, on the 90th day, it's going to disappear and you're going to lose your host rewards. So make sure you're very aware of when you started your parties and when you're going to be closing your parties. Anybody else? All right, Ashley wanted to share something really quick with you guys before we close. She asked me a while ago in the comment. You still want to do that, Ashley?
Sure. I just had Eva had asked about doing the felt samples, and I know a lot of you probably know how to do it, but if there's anyone else who doesn't, I just wanted to come on and show how I did mine. I'm very thrifty with my money. I'm always telling Michelle, well, I don't know, I got to figure out a different way. So I'm always like being real thrifty. And so basically what I did is I bought scent testers that they didn't do anything for me. They just sat in my drawer. No one smelled them. Like they were of no use to me. So what I did is I got all of the scents from my scent testers from last year that are returning, and I melted them down in my warmer. So this is my, I guess you could say my wax melting warmer. Because I spilled a bunch of wax on it. But this is the one, and then I just put the wax in the top and I let it melt down like the whole way. So it just really started to melt. And then I make my own felt samples. So I do everything by hand because that's how I can afford it. And I go to Walmart and I buy felt samples. They're literally 29 cents per sheet. And I get like 60 samples out of one of them. So like for me, 29 cents for a felt versus paying like $8 on consultant store. I'm literally getting the same amount. I'm just making them by hand and it's 29 cents versus paying $8 for the, I think 100, excuse me, for 100 on there. So I go do that and I usually buy in ahead of time because sometimes I can be a little short on my pays. So I will buy some ahead of time when I have a bigger paycheck so that later on I'm not, I guess, shorting myself. And I cut them into literally, I make them look like I don't know if you guys can see that or not. My camera looks terrible. But I make them look like the Scentsy shape. Literally, I traced one on Google onto a piece of white printer paper. And then I cut that trace out and then I traced it with permanent marker on my felt sample. And then I cut out that felt sample and then I just dip them into my wax whenever the wax melts. Jessica said, where do I find the little bags? I found these on Amazon. I found them, I think, I'm trying to remember what they're called. Michelle, I don't know if you know what they are or not, but I can't remember what they're called.
I'll find them and share the link.
And I also do these bags too. Let me see. Michelle showed me these ones. These are the smell proof ones and they help them from like intermixing the scent. These are also on Amazon as well. They're the holographic, what are they called? Holographic, Mylar bags, I believe is what they're called. And they have a different variety of different ones you can choose. There's one that I'm possibly thinking about getting. They have 30 of each bag and it's, I believe, like $14 for all the different sizes. So you can go all the way from 4x6 to an 8x10 and get those. And then the labels, I got those from Dollar Tree for literally $1 and I got 100 of them. And then I cut them in half and I get 200 for $1. So
On Amazon,
I
they
get a lot of my
have
stuff from Dollar Tree and yeah,
on Amazon
right there.
those
Those.
bags. It's $6.99 for 100 of them. They're 2x3s.
Can you
So
share,
that-
can y'all
that's
share
what
the
I do.
link from Amazon again? I think I got some ordered. I think I ordered the right ones, but I'm not sure. Can y'all share that link again? I know y'all did, and then I went back to look for it and I couldn't find it.
Yep, I'm sharing it now.
Have y'all used these little ice tray molds before?
I don't use them because they take up too much wax for me. I don't like to use that much wax on them, but that's just my own personal opinion.
I use some for pumpkins for like Halloween and stuff. And I just don't fill it all the way up to the top. I fill it like a third of the way up. They turn
Okay,
out really cute.
Well, like flip flop, ice cream, and then I think I got ice cream cones. Like they were like 97 cents. And my husband said, well, why don't you get these and melt some wax down into it and then put some in each one?
Yeah.
So my husband is being very supportive of this and he wants me to get good at it but I'm it's kind of like having writer's block. I don't know, like I'm kind of at a loss with what to what to do. If I could get with a couple of y'all and work with y'all personally for a couple of hours one day, like I'm a great note taker, and I can really kick butt after that. I have a really hard time. I was trying to watch some of the videos from the SFR, and I don't know, I couldn't get them to, like, either I was too early, too late. I don't know what was wrong. So I'm gonna try to go back and start trying to watch them like Friday evening, Saturday while I'm recuperating
Okay.
from.
Well, if you need any help logging on, just text me and I'll help you.
Okay, I found it in the, like, I got it in my email, but when I went to it, it was like the middle of one of them, and it cut out, and I couldn't rewind it. I don't know. Maybe it was just my internet. I don't know.
No, I think that there's just a lot of people on, so it did it kind of for everybody because it did it for us too.
Yeah.
So
Is there an easier way to fill those little rubber trays than using a medicine syringe?
I just pour.
Like
Yeah, that's what my
little
husband
cup
said.
or
just
something?
pour.
Because I use one of those baby syringes you get from the pharmacy. And after so much, it kind of hardens in there. And I got to use a little screwdriver to kind of clean it out. And it's just time consuming.
I just melt the wax and then I just pour it right in.
That's a good point. I'm going to write that one down.
All right, any other questions? We've at the top of our hour. So I hope this helped you guys tonight, and I look forward to making an incentive plan with you guys. I can't wait. Tiffany and I are going to get hot and heavy on this, and then we're going to share with you what we came up with, and yours will probably vary, but we're going to kind of give you an idea about it. So let's do our group picture before we end. I'm going to
Well,
stop.
I just want, y'all don't be afraid when you go out to hand out your business cards. I've gotten people, that's how I've gotten names and phone numbers for, and they've been they email me, they ask me questions, and I'm like, look, this month everything's on sale. Go look. If you don't see something, the new catalog comes out August 1st. Look then. We'll find you what you want, but don't be afraid. Like when I leave a tip at a restaurant, I leave my business card too. And my husband was like, on Sunday night, my husband said, do you know you could have gotten us thrown out of Walmart by handing them our business cards or your business card? I said, well, if they said that wax stunk and I was standing right there, all I did was push the buggy away a few feet, handed you the buggy, and got 3 business cards and handed them to them.
I don't blame
And
you.
I did it today at pre-op too. I handed the nurses my business cards.
That's where you get it out there. Get your name out there. All right, let's take a quick picture. Well, I'm gonna stop recording.